Spiders, Gandalf. Giant ones. Some kind of spawn of Ungoliant. Or I'm not a wizard. I followed their trail.
In the shadow depths of Tolkien's Middle-earth, only a few creatures rival the terror and intrigue of Ungoliant. Spawned from the darkness itself, she is a force of pure malevolence, an ancient being whose insatiable hunger and boundless void forever scarred the history of Arda. Who was this monstrous spider? What drove her? And how did her legacy echo across the ages? This is the tale of Ungoliant, the devourer of light and weaver of shadows, whose actions shape the fate of worlds. Welcome back. Thanks for tuning in again. Let's dive into more Middle-earth magic. Ungoliant's origins are shrouded in ambiguity, reflecting Tolkien's penchant for weaving mystery into his mythos. She is described as a being of the ancient world, descended from the darkness itself, and unaligned with the Valar, the godlike custodians of the world. It is said she may have been a corrupted Maya, one of the lesser divine spirits that served the Valar, but her transformation into the monstrous spider-like entity suggests a fall driven by unparalleled greed and a lust for destruction. Dwelling in the forsaken lands of Avathar, a shadowy realm on the edges of Valinor, Ungoliant spun webs of pure darkness, a substance so potent it could blind even the mightiest of beings. In this desolation, she consumed light and life, growing ever more powerful and ever more insatiable. Unlike other beings of her kind, her hunger knew no bounds, and her very existence became defined by a consuming void. Ungoliant's most infamous role in Tolkien's legendarium came when she joined forces with Morgoth, the original Dark Lord of Middle-earth. Morgoth, once the most powerful of the Valar, had been cast out of Valinor and sought to wreak vengeance upon his enemies. Knowing Ungoliant's thirst for power and light, he enticed her with a promise to satiate her hunger. Together, they plotted a heinous act that would mark the zenith of Ungoliant's destructive power. In a night shrouded by her webs, Ungoliant and Morgoth infiltrated the heart of Valinor, the Blessed Realm. There, Ungoliant unleashed her darkness upon the two trees, Telperion and Laurelin, which had been the source of all light in the world. She drained their sap, consuming their light and leaving them as withered husks. In her frenzy, she also drank dry the wells of Arda, taking their shining waters into herself and swelling to an immense, terrifying size. Ungoliant's gluttony created a darkness so profound that even the Valar were momentarily blinded, allowing Morgoth to escape with the Silmarils, the sacred jewels crafted by Feanor. Yet, even these treasures, radiant with the pure light of the two trees, were not enough to placate Ungoliant. She demanded them as her reward, and when Morgoth refused, her wrath turned against him. Ungoliant's attempt to devour the Silmarils set the stage for a dramatic conflict between the two dark powers. Morgoth, now wielding the immense might of the Silmarils, resisted her assault. In a desperate bid for survival, he summoned the Balrogs, his fiery servants, from the depths of Angband. They drove Ungoliant away with their whips of flame, forcing her to retreat into the wilderness of Middle-earth. Ungoliant's ultimate fate remains one of Tolkien's greatest mysteries. Some tales suggest that she fled to the far south, hiding in the shadows of the world. Others whisper that her insatiable hunger drove her to devour herself, an act of self-destruction that mirrors the all-consuming void she represented. Whatever the truth, Ungoliant's influence did not end with her disappearance. Though Ungoliant vanished, her dark legacy endured through her offspring. Chief among them was Shelob, the monstrous spider who would later haunt the passes of Cirith Ungol during the Third Age. Shelob, described as a distant last child of Ungoliant, inherited her mother's immense size, malevolent cunning, and insatiable appetite for flesh and light. Shelob's presence in The Lord of the Rings is a chilling reminder of Ungoliant's enduring shadow. Her lair, tangled with webs and soaked in death, echoes her progenitor's dark domain in Avathar. Even Frodo and Sam, guided by the light of Arundil's star, could barely withstand her assault. It is a testament to Ungoliant's enduring terror that echoes of her essence lingered thousands of years after her fall. Beyond Shelob, Ungoliant's brood populated the dark corners of Middle-earth. terrorizing the free peoples and serving as a lingering reminder of the First Age's horrors. These spiders, though lesser in power, carried on her legacy of destruction, weaving webs of death and corruption. Ungoliant was not merely a creature of darkness, she was darkness incarnate. Her ability to weave webs of impenetrable shadow was unparalleled, creating a void that swallowed light and sound alike. These webs were not merely physical barriers, but manifestations of her power, suffocating and disorienting even the mightiest foes. The Valar themselves, beings of immense strength and wisdom, were momentarily helpless against the darkness she unleashed. Her hunger, however, was her most terrifying attribute. It was not merely a physical craving, but an existential need, a consuming void that sought to annihilate everything in its path. This hunger made her both a formidable ally and a treacherous adversary, as even Morgoth discovered when she turned against him. Ungoliant's actions were pivotal in shaping the early history of Middle-earth. By destroying the two trees, she plunged the world into darkness, setting in motion the chain of events that would define the First Age. Her alliance with Morgoth, though brief, underscored the theme of betrayal and the insatiable nature of evil, a recurring motif in Tolkien's works. Moreover, Ungoliant represents a unique kind of terror in Tolkien's mythology. Unlike Morgoth or Sauron, who sought dominion, Ungoliant was driven by pure, primal hunger. She was not a conqueror, but a devourer, a force of nature that could not be reasoned with or subdued. In this, she stands apart as one of the most uniquely fearsome entities in Tolkien's legendarium. Her tale is one of mystery, horror, and insatiable hunger, a dark thread woven into the fabric of Middle-earth's history. From her enigmatic origins to her devastating assault on Valinor, she left an indelible mark on the world. Her offspring, her powers, and her legacy of terror continued to haunt the ages, a reminder that some evils are too vast to be wholly vanquished. Even in the Third Age, when her memory had faded into obscurity, echoes of her malice persisted in the webs of Shelob and the dark corners of Middle-earth. Ungoliant may have disappeared, but her shadow lingered, a chilling testament to the enduring power of the void. In Tolkien's world, where light and darkness constantly vie for supremacy, Ungoliant embodies the all-consuming hunger of evil, a force that seeks not to rule, but to obliterate. Her story is a cautionary tale, a reminder that some voids, once unleashed, can never truly be filled. We hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like and consider subscribing to our channel for more videos like this. Thanks for watching, and see you on the next one.